I've been doing some thinking lately, and it kind of dawned on me, man. Sometimes, um, sometimes when somebody's looking for a reason, even if it's just one, to live your life, I think you should give them two, right? And then after a while, when you're doing good and everything, when you're much better, or when they left you should give them four reasons to come back into your life. And then when they eventually do come back into your life, try to sleaze back or sneak back into your life, and you notice that, give them no reason to leave. And from that moment, either two things are going to happen, I think. One, they're going to realize that they've been had, and they're probably going to have the self respect to realize that, okay, them staying there is not going to be as beneficial as before. So they're going to try and change themselves, right, to fit this new version, which, by the way, you'll be able to see. You know, so it's either they're going to leave or they're going to stay. And when they stay, essentially they might even make themselves your subordinate, because by then you'd have different types of boundaries, you would have made yourself better, so they're going to have to play your game eventually to stay. And it's sad because sometimes people like that, people will stay because of cash, because of money. And that's why I always say, man, it's important not to put money um, far in front of things to make money too important, because if you don't watch it, man, it could actually make you lose yourself. I mean, imagine if that's the case and that person comes back and stays because of the money. Now they're going to have to do what you want them to do. You get what I'm saying? Or they're going to have to play by your games, be a yes man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's sad, bro. And once you're on the other end of that, obviously, and you pick up on that, I suggest that you don't use that in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Because people will misuse that and make people do all kinds of things that, just because they realize that they have that kind of power over them. So it's really important, man. It's really important not to put money above, uh, like too important, because it's like if you do that, then you risk that. So you need to have the strength of character. You need to have a strength of character. You need to have some values, at least some principles, not even major ones, bro. Just things that you're not gonna be willing to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And more times, more often than not, the people that stay are the people that don't have those things, because they prioritize materialistic goods and stuff like that above certain things, above themselves. Sometimes it's just sad. It's sad, bro. It's sad. And don't find yourself in that position, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes people view mercy, people view forgiveness as this weak-minded philosophy. It's not, bro. That's why people say, bro, the people that forgive are the strongest. Because think about it, man. You forgive somebody, right? You forgive somebody, or you allow them back into your lives, right? But now you have the wisdom, you have the foresight, you know who they are, right? You know who they are. So it's like now they're playing your game and they don't even know it. Dude, forgiveness is dangerous. You know, when you start seeing it like this, it's like you actually start to see that hatred, revenge, vengeance, it's a type of mercy, bro. I'm telling you, it's a type of mercy. It's mercy, bro. Think about it. Because now you're living with that pain or whatever it is that somebody else did to you in you, and you're going to try and reciprocate that, right, to them or to somebody else. Forgiveness? Bro, forgiveness, you're just flowing, bro. You're free. You're happy. You know, you forgive them. You keep living your life. And it's like they now have to put up with the guilt. They now have to put up with having to see you succeed, bro. And them having to be under you. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, forgiveness is powerful, bro. Forgiveness is dangerous. That's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes y'all need to look at life, bro. Stop trying to take whatever, I know this sounds so cliche right now, but stop trying to take whatever the media is trying to tell you, or whatever it has encoded in you, because most people, they don't think that this is logic, but it's because they've been trained to think that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, imagine, bro, ever since you were growing up, you watch movies where maybe a guy, is done wrong, and then he goes out to kill everybody that did him wrong. I mean, that somehow has to have some type of influence on you and how you view what you should do to people that do wrong to you, right? Not to mention, you grew up in societies, you grew up in a family maybe that says certain things like that, that believes in certain things like that. So, bro, you think automatically that it's logical to take on revenge. You think it's logical to take on your anger towards people. But, dude, the greatest power, the greatest revenge is leaving it to Him, bro. It's leaving it to God to take care of it for you. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I feel like most people are just playing checkers. And God is out here playing. I don't even want to say 3D chess, bro. I feel like God is like playing some seven dimensional chess, bro. Like, you can't even fathom it, bro. You can't even fathom the depth at which this thing goes, bro. You can't. You can't. But once you start to analyze it, once you start to see it for what it is, hey, bro, you start to have a level of, a kind of respect for God, bro. Because people think turning the other cheek is meek. They think it's weak-minded. Bro, think again, bro. I mean, there's a reason, bro. There's a reason why everybody thinks that. Most of the time when a lot of people think something, you should start to question it, bro. I mean, think about it. Most people think turning the other cheek is stupid. That's when you should beware, bro. You should beware. Beware of that. Beware of that, my bro. Beware of that, my sis. Start to question things, man. Alright? I know this might sound like a ramble or whatever, or some spiritual, stuff, but it kind of is to a certain level, but it's also from just logically trying to analyze the situation, bro. And you start to realize, bro, that God is a genius, bro. He's a genius, bro. He's playing at levels that we don't even fathom, bro. This game has been rigged, dude. I'm telling you, it's been rigged from the beginning. It's been rigged from the beginning, bro. So, maybe, even though you don't understand these rules of 7D chess, maybe you should start playing by them. Because most people are playing not even 3D checkers, bro. Most people are playing like 2D checkers. It's going off a template that they were given from the beginning. A template that they found here, bro. It's basically like the monkey analogy, bro. Have you ever heard of the monkey analogy? So, anyways, if you haven't heard of it, it's like, um, let's say you put monkeys in a cage, right? And you hang like a banana at the top of the cage. Now, let's say every time the monkeys try to climb the cage to grab the banana, you sprinkled cold water into the cage, right? Over time, those monkeys might start to see the pattern, and they might not try to go after the banana, right? And guess what? Those monkeys might have kids, right? Now, when those kids see the banana up in the cage and they try to climb up to the cage, what do you think the parents are gonna do? Now, I'm not talking about parents to be specific. You should probably look at parents in this case as society, as the standards of society. All right. What do you think the parents are gonna do when they see the little monkeys try to go after the cage? Obviously, they're gonna try and stop them. They're gonna try and beat them up, kind of try and discipline them or something, because they've associated that with cold water, with discomfort, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I fully understand what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, I might be wrong about this stuff, but it's definitely something to look into, don't you think? I don't know, bro. I don't know. You just gotta question stuff, bro. You just gotta question stuff, and not question stuff just because you wanna be different, but question stuff because one, it is different, okay? I'm not saying that doesn't play a huge role in it, but two, because why does it get so much heat, bro? Like, why do these philosophies get so much heat? Turn the other cheek, love your neighbor, don't return bad for bad, return good, be good to those that do you bad. Think about it, dog. Think about it. Think about it. I'm also trying to think about it, and I'm hoping, bro. But yeah, man. I think I'm done for now. It's crazy, bro. It's mind-boggling. Thanks, man.